So friends, then let us not waste any more time and get going into some of the deepest secrets of ruling planets. Right now, I am referring to study note number 1, which is given there in your case study material. Before we embark upon the understanding about ruling planets and its application in KP astrology or Krishnamurti Paddhati astrology, I would like to spend some time discussing with you the default settings that you must maintain in your KP astrology software in your system. This is very important because KP astrology is unlike the traditional Vedic astrology as practiced in India. For example, in KP astrology, the ayanamsha or the precision of equinox calculation that is used is very specific to the Krishnamurti Paddhati ayanamsha, which is the new ayanamsha of 1993. Plus, in KP astrology, the house division that we follow is also that of the Placidus house division. The planetary positions are taken as the geocentric position, whereas the birth latitude or the prashna or horary latitude that you are going to calculate has to remain geographic. In India, whether you are practicing Vedic astrology or Krishnamurti Paddhati, the nodes are supposed to be the mean nodes. So there are many such default settings which must be maintained in your astrology software. You might be using any astrology software of your choice. All astrology softwares give equally correct and valid result. However, for this video course, I am going to use an astrological software which is specially catering to Krishnamurti Paddhati, and the name is Jyotish Deepika version 5.2.2. Throughout this video course, I am going to use that software to demonstrate you the practical applications of ruling planets. So I thought, let me spend some moments with you in understanding what are the default settings before I go on to explain what is ruling planets and how do you apply that on a day-to-day basis in your real life applications of KP astrology. So let us go and understand how the default settings in a software, in a standard commercial software like Jyotish Deepika can be done.
This is Jyotish Deepika version 5.2.2. Throughout this video course, we are going to use this software for all our case studies. You are, however, free to use any other software with which you are comfortable or you have commercially purchased a valid license. In order to get a very accurate KP output for the purpose of doing Krishnamurti Paddhati analysis or to find out the ruling planets accurately, we need to understand and set the default settings of any software. So here I will take you to the default settings of the software and we will understand what are the basic parameters that need to be set in a software like Jyotish Deepika version 5.2.2. Now before I go over there, let me show you that this is a typical South Indian style horoscope chart. In these kind of charts, this is the sign which is called as Aries or Mesh, followed by Taurus, then Gemini, then Cancer. So in a South Indian style horoscope, the signs move in a clockwise manner. Secondly, you will notice that there are some Roman numerals which are written, like I am pointing my cursor. Here Roman numeral 8 is written, here Roman numeral 9 is written, or here is written as Lagna, which is the ascendant. This is the first house cusp. So what you are seeing here is the Placidus system of house division. In Placidus system of house division, the first house cusp is the beginning of the horoscope, and the numbers written beside every house cusp indicates the degree, minutes and seconds. So in Lagna house or the first house, the cusp starts from 17 degree 25 minutes 54 seconds. As this is a Placidus house division, the seventh house is diametrically 180 degree opposite to Libra, which is Aries. So here The 7th house cusp starts from 17 degree 25 minutes 54 seconds. If you look on the 8th cusp, you will find that the 8th cusp is not starting exactly after 30 degrees. It is starting before the sign completes a 30 degree. Now 8th cusp starts from 16 degree 38 minutes 46 seconds. So in Placidus house division, it is not necessary that all the houses are going to be of equal longitude. Saying this, now let us go to the default settings. In any software, the default settings are under the preferences tab or under the settings tab. So here in Jyotish Deepika, we click on the first tab, chart, which opens this drop down, and we go to the preferences section and click on preferences section. We get the astrologer preferences, ayanamsha, calculation options, and default place. So for calculation of a proper KP horoscope or to get the accurate ruling planets, what we need to first set is the ayanamsha or the precision of the equinox, because the Indian system of astrology follows a Nirayana zodiac. So from a western zodiac, because Placidus house division is a western system of house division which uses the western zodiac, so we will have to deduct the ayanamsha. So we are telling the computer software to deduct the KP new ayanamsha from the western system of house division, which will provide us with a Nirayana house division. So Placidus house division with the ayanamsha deducted is going to give us the Nirayana zodiac. So the choice of ayanamsha for you should be KP new ayanamsha, and this is also what I use, and this gives the most accurate results. Second, we will be going to the calculation options, and the default settings for the planetary position calculation should be the apparent geocentric. The sunrise definition should be the solar disk center rising. The year definition for the purpose of calculating Vimshottari Dasha should be 365.25 days. In KP, the conjunction orb is a very important matter. Traditionally, in Krishnamurti Paddhati, the planet to planet conjunction will happen if the planets are not more than 3 degree 20 minutes. So this is the maximum value that has been set over here. The nodes Rahu and Ketu, their position to be taken in terms of the mean value, so we click on the mean nodes. The chart style that we will follow throughout this course is the South Indian style chart. However, if you are having Jyotish Deepika or if you are having any other commercially available software, you can also choose a different chart style such as the North Indian style or an East Indian style, which is not provided here, but you may choose if you want so. The conjunction rule for planet to planet is set at KP same sign but using the orb of 3 degree 20 minutes. If we are choosing the planet to cusp orb, also here the value of 3 degree 20 minutes is chosen. And the default place, if you are not moving around much, if you are sitting or working in the same location for many number of months, so you can choose your default place, or if you are moving, you can come down here and change your default place. So for many of the examples here, I have kept the default place as Bhubaneswar, Orissa. So once you have done your choice of default settings, you need to save the options of the software, and here it shows options saved successfully, and therefore now we close this window and we are now ready to explore the different multifaceted applications of ruling planets.